Of Noble Deed as they straighten up, followed by Alfred's Jewel a bit further back in the field. Private Income, Desiree, Ancient City in behind them looking for a run, and they're followed by Shekel. Here's a great go for the lead. Alfred's Jewel is making a big run of it to go up on the outside and take the lead from Kaylee Moonlight at the 200 metre mark. Private Income was coming home well. Ancient City down the outside, but Alfred's Jewel has got away with 150 metres left to go as well, clear of Private Income. Ancient City and Barrackey finishing on strongly, but Alfred's Jewel in front, and Alfred's Jewel is going to win it on the line. Alfred's Jewel kicked clear to win by a length and a half to Ancient City. Good go for third. Barrackey or Private Income in a photo, followed by Kaylee Moonlight. Further back in the field, out Pompeii and Shekel, and behind them Noble Deed and Desiree, and Montana Magic has run last.
There'll be 9, 6 and a photo at Sandown. Alfred's Jewel, $17.40. And for the place, $3.30. 6, Ancient City, $1.40. It's a photo for third. Alf Matthews, the winning rider, home on number 9, Alfred's Jewel at Sandown. Now we've got Ascot about to get underway with the first of two 2-year-old races there today. 4:20 Kim Uma, 4:70 Boss Hog, 8:30 Bell Express.
Now they're set, ready to go. The Sandown Country Cup is race 5 here. They're off. And the first to jump, Nasberg on the outside from Sharper Image. Dropping out to last shortly after the start was Irish Peak, and the next to last is Bonbow. Settling into stride, and Sharper Image out deeper on the track has gone to a clear lead by a length and a half. Hibernian Prince is second with Nasberg. Gold Robe is settling just in behind them, being followed by Brave Strike, and pushing up on the inside, Bowl Command. Malachi Crunch up in the leading group, being followed by Laird's Ace along the rails, followed by Sir Knight and Savrocker. A length further back is Star Rise. Northern Power dropping back in the field, being passed there by Irish Peak, going up quickly. And Bonbow is one of the tail enders. A compact field running down the hill now, and Hibernian breaks the leader half length in advance of Nasberg, moving up, and just in behind them Irish Peak, followed by Sharper Image. Gold Robe is in behind them, a bit further back than is Malachi Crunch, and Sav Rocker got a check there, drop back about 3 lengths. He's third last going down the hill, where over on the inside Hibernian Prince is joined by Nasberg, a length and a half in advance of Sharper Image on the inside of Irish Peak. Close up behind them Gold Robe, Bold Command getting a nice run, 3 off the rails, then making ground Malachi Crunch and Brave Striker. Laird's Ace is in behind them, followed by Sir Knight, and Star Rise is further back in the field with Bonbow. Savrocker second last, and Northern Poet last of all as they come around the home turn. Nasberg on the outside, Hibernian Prince together, a length and a half to Sharper Image as they straighten up deeper on the track. Irish Peak and Malachi Crunch is putting in a run. Bold Command on the inside is looking for a run behind them as they come down with about 300 metres left to go. Nasberg on the outside has got his head in front. Hibernian Prince is fighting back strongly on the inside. Bold Command now in the clear, and Star Rise is finishing on well, and Gold Robe is down the outside, and Laird's Ace is coming home well from a long way back. Star Rise has taken the lead from Gold Robe. Star Rise is the leader. Laird's Ace flashing down the outside. Star Rise just in front. They go to the line. Star Rise has just won from Gold Robe, and Laird's Ace in behind them. Bold Command followed by Northern Poet, Brave Strike, Irish Peak, then Sir Knight followed by Sharper Image, Hibernian Prince, Savrocker, then Nasberg further back in the field, and the last couple home, Malachi Crunch back in company with Bonbow. Stand by for placings. Good finish in the Sandown Country Cup. Savrocker getting a bad check, which put him out of business. And Star Eyes here. Star Eyes looking to have just won. Number 15, rank outsider in the race, Star Eyes. Number 15, Star Eyes, wins the Sandown Country Cup at any old odds. Ridden by Luke Curry, trained by Lee Hope at Kilmore. Raced by KP Morgan, IG Turner, GK Simmons, Mrs. MT Clossy, Mrs. CJ Shin, Mr. and Mrs. SL Combe, a 5-year-old brown horse by Rise and Shine out of Thorlett. Just hanging on to score. Now Laird's Ace was the one that would have won in a couple more bounds. There he is in the black and white colours. He stormed home. Finished close on the heels of first and second. Gold Robe has run a big race for second, number 14. Ridden by Norman Weymouth, and Laird's Ace coming from a long way back to take third money, ridden by Sam Highland. All placings. After the running of the Sandown Country Cup, the numbers are 15, 14 and 8. Star Eyes pays 48.50 and 15.80. Gold Robe 6.90. Laird's Ace 3.40. 15, 14.8. Race 6 to come next on the card here at Sandown. The Katandra Super Vobers handicap at 3:30.
OK, John, we'll talk to you then, but Kembla Grange race 5 is coming up next, and protest upheld in Sydney. 5.73 are the new placings. Here's John.
The inside, the first to get going in advance of Loafer, who jumped out pretty well, and so did Lord Howard in the centre. And just in behind them is Gold Boom, being followed by Aussie Prospector. A length further back is Mighty Impulse on the outside of another Eptune, and Buster Jones is second last, and Scotland Yard has dropped back to last. Down the hill, 1,100 metres to run. Lord Howard takes up the running, led 2.5 lengths in advance of Loafer. A length and a half then to Gold Boom. True Response behind them. Aussie Prospector a length away. Mighty Impulse on the outside of another Neptune. 1.5 further back. Buster Jones is second last, and 3 lengths away at the back of the field is Scotland Yard. That's the order. They're well strung out. Coming up to the 800 metre mark at Lord Howard, about 4 or 5 lengths in advance of Loafer. 2 lengths away, Gold Boom. True Response is next on the inside of Aussie Prospector, and going forward just in behind the Mighty Impulse, a couple of lengths away. At the head of the others came another Neptune, followed by Buster Jones, and last of all Scotland Yard as they come around the home turn. 600 to run. Lord Howard coming back to the field, only a length and a half to Loafer. In third place is Gold Boom. Over on the outside, gaining ground is Mighty Impulse, followed by True Response, and back in behind them Aussie Prospector, followed by another Neptune. Buster Jones is second last, and Scotland Yard is last of all. They're down the straight at the 300 metre mark, and Loafer still nicely clear of Gold Boom, who's under the whip, followed by Aussie Prospector. Mighty Impulse can't go on at the moment. Another Eptune making ground down the outside, and then a gap to Buster Jones, who's also running home pretty well, but Loafer's nicely clear with 100 metres left to go. Looks to have it shot to pieces in the final stages. Loafer too good, and Loafer draws away, wins by 2 lengths to Gold Boom. Aussie Prospector's run third. Buster Jones finishing on. Just behind them was a good run first up, and the next to finish then is another Neptune. Mighty Impulse followed by True Response, Scotland Yard, and last home is Lord Howard.
He's been threatening to win a race for a while, Loafer. Today was the day. He's paid $3.80 and $1.50 for the place. That was the late mail from Rod. Now, Alf Matthews on board for David Hall. Geez, a nice type too. Look at the big white blaze on his nose. Loafer. Gold Boom number 4 will pay $1.90 and 7 Aussie Prospector at $2.80 for a place. Pretty easy win. Bit of an armchair ride there for Alfie on Loafer at Sandown 3, 4 and 7. Now here's the official stewards patrol footage at Rosehill Gardens. The protest has been upheld there, and you will notice that there's a bit of bumping as Over the Rising starts to make his run with about 150 metres to go. Star Covet's on his outside, and let's have a look. There he is. He starts to shift out now within the final 100 metres. In fact, we might be just a bit past it, but I did notice watching one of those replays that there was some bumping. And obviously the stewards thought there was because they've upheld that objection. And the new numbers are 5, 7 and 3. Rod Quinn's objection successful. There's another big bump, but that was right on the line. Rod Quinn's protest successful against Stephen King. So 5, 7 and 3. Star Covet, the new winner. Over the Rising second. Deep Snip stays in third spot. Now, Kembla Grange race number 6. And they're out behind the gates. Figaro 9.50. 9.20 Power Factor. $8 Red Furno. 4.20 Windows. 7.94 Annuity, 6.44 Strike Time, and 7.90 Sakaba is the latest at Kembla Grange. Now a riding change at Sandown. In the next race 7, number 10 Albert Park is Nathan Stanley. Race 7, number 10 is Nathan Stanley. Rosehill with the protest upheld. Star Covet promoted to first. $9.80, $3, $3.90 Over the Rising, $2.40 Deep Snip.
Marble Creek on the inside, race over 1,200 metres. Good racing this coming week in Victoria. Now they're set. And away they go. Marble Creek, the first to jump to the inside from My Fabulous Star. Mr. Satisfaction began well. Just in behind them, Star Reddo, and in behind them a bit further back is Accept, being followed by Solid Wood around the outside. Bells of Her back along the rails in company there with Albert Park. A length and a half, Call Me Spike. Well back is Cairns Love, followed by Mustang Ranch among the tail enders. And Birra got a bad start. Is about 20 lengths behind the second last horse as they run down the hill. Solid Wood, the leader at the 800 metre mark. A length and a half, Mr. Satisfaction, being followed by Marble Creek on the inside of Albert Park and My Fabulous Star. Then Star Reddo further back to Bells of Her, followed by Accept. A length further away, Call Me Spike, followed by Cairns Love, Principe Walker, and well back in the field of Reasons on the outside of Mustang Ranch, and a long way back at the tail of the field is Birra. Round the turn they come, and Solid Wood will lead them into the straight by a length. The Mr. Satisfaction running on well. Coming down the outside, My Fabulous Star, being followed over on the inside then by Marble Creek and Bells of Her. Call Me Spike down the outside, Albert Parker. Accept as a mile back, Cairns Love running on well. Mr. Satisfaction hit the front, My Fabulous Star, and Bells of Her. Bells of Her, I'd say, has got them beaten with 150 to go. Call Me Spike is running on well down the outside, but Bells of Her clear. 50 metres left to go. Belzever holding Call Me Spike at bay, and Belzever wins it well. Belzever is first, Call Me Spike second. Good go for third here. Reasons flashed home with My Fabulous Star in a photo for the minor end of the spoils. They're followed by Mustang Ranch and Cairns Love, and back behind them Mr. Satisfaction, except Never a Chance. Solid Wood behind them, followed by Marble Creek, Starado, and then Principi Walk, followed by Albert Park and Birra after that bad start has run last. 2 in a row for Belzever. Seems to run his best races at this time of the year. May recall last year he won the Wongim Handicap at Warrnambool and then went on to the Goodwood Handicap victory at Morfordville later in the month of May. And making it 2 in a row, a good win at Sale last time out, and now a winner here at Sandown in good style. Number 2, Belzever is the winner of the second last event in the program, the SBS Radio Handicap, ridden by Adam Murfitt, raced by W. Langford, Mrs. S. McGee, W. Juice, Mrs. R. Hetherington and K. Jarvis, trained by Jim Houlihan at Rosebud, a 7-year-old brown gelding by Bellotto out of Ellaveur. Going to the front here, Call Me Spike's run home well, and the photo's been called for third placing, so there's not much between a couple of them there. Reasons has come home very well in the all-white. You'll see there in company with My Fabulous Star participating in a close photo for third money. Belzever, the winner of the second last on the card, defeating number 3, Call Me Spike, and the photo for third. And the winner, Belzever, $4.90 and $2.10. Number 3, Call Me Spike, $2.60. And number 6 has run third. And that is My Fabulous Star has lasted for third. Will pay $3.30. So it's 2, 3 and 6 official placings. Belzever, $4.90, $2.10. Defeating number 3, Call Me Spike, $2.60. And third, number 6, My Fabulous Star, just a nose ahead of Reasons, coming home strongly, My Fabulous Star, at $3.30, the 7th on the card at Sandown, the last event to follow, the Storm Queen Super Vobers Handicap, 1,600 metres, coming up at 4:55.
OK, John, thanks. Kembla.
No, a good program there. And now they're just about set to go here. Yarra racing at Cranbourne, please note. The Yarra meeting set down for Cranbourne on Thursday next. Now just about ready. All set. Off they run. Quiet Style first to jump from Abolition, beginning well also as Morissette in the centre, and away well Bell Pirate going fast just in behind them, Our Silver Shadow, followed by Court Dancer and Western Reality along the inside, Yamansky, and they were followed by Miss Lardy Dar a bit further back, Dancing Home, and Our Kenny Lass has got back to last. Settling into stride, and Quiet Style showed the way. Half a length in advance of Miss Amaya, length and a half further back to Court Dancer over on the inside of Bell Pirate, and they were followed closely by Morissette going up 3 deep, followed closely by Western Reality on the inside of Varika, a length further back to Our Silver Shadow over on the inside, Yamansky, followed by Miss Lardy Dar from Abolition, Dancing Home, and Our Kenny Lass is last of all. Down the hill, and Morissette has raced to the lead with 1,000 metres left to go. Up a break of about a length and a half in advance here of Quiet Style. Half a length to Miss Amaya, travelling well, but pulling a bit, and on the inside then is Court Dancer being followed closely by Bell Parrot, a length and a half further back. Varika on the outside of Western Reality, followed by Yamansky, then Miss Lardy Dar, and they were followed next around the outside by Our Silver Shadow, a length and a half away. Dancing Home making ground. Abolition got back to second last, and Our Kenny Lass is last of all. Round the home turn, 600 to go. Morissette a half length to Miss Amaya, length to Court Style over on the inside of Bell Pirate just behind them, and pull to the outside, making up some ground is Dancing Home into the picture from a fair way back. Varika looking for a run behind them over on the inside. Court Dancer and Yamansky getting up along the inside, and Western Reality is finishing on. Morissette is the leader with 250 metres left to go, is nicely clear. Miss Amaya down the outside, Court Dancer running on well, and Bell Pirate down the outside, but Morissette's got a big break on them. Western Reality on the inside, followed by Abolition coming home when the race is all over, but Morissette's in no danger close to home and will bolt in. Morissette wins very easily. Second home is Abolition, I think just ahead of Court Dancer, followed next home by Quiet Style, then Miss Amaya, Barik behind them, Our Silver Shadow, Bell Pirate, Western Reality, and further back Yamansky, and a long way back towards the tail of the field there. In the field would be Miss Lardy Dar, and the last couple home, Dancing Home, back in company with Our Kenny Lass. Carbon copy of her last win, although she won probably a bit more easily today than what she did here last time out. Morissette, a much improved galloper. Number 6, Morissette, pays $6.90 and $2.50. Number 6, Morissette, the winner. $6.90 and $2.50, well ridden by Stan Sakos. Raced by the chairman of the Mornington Racing Club, Mr. Murray Horsburgh, with Mrs. C.E. Heath, Frank Sedgman, KL, Mrs. C.N. and Miss M. Newman, and trained at Mornington by Ken Newman, a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Rustic Amber out of Broadway Babe. 10 starts now, recording her third win this afternoon, and look the goods here. Abolition coming home well for second, just ahead of the Court Dancer in the last of the day. Morissette, the winner, is number 6, written by Stan Sakos, second placing to Abolition. Coming home strongly when the race was all over, came from the rear, ridden by Nathan Stanley, and a third, Court Dancer, ridden by Stephen Vella in the final event this afternoon. Number 2 officially fourth, that was Quiet Style, and number 7 ran fifth, and that was Miss Amai. 6.90, 2.50 Morissette, 10-hour Abolition 2.60, and 4/3 Court Dancer at $2.10, the final event of the day here. And the time 1:38.4. 1:38.4, and there's a very fit filly coming back to scale. She'll win again, Morissette's. Racing in great fettle at the present time. Stan Sakos bringing her back to scale. We'll leave you on that note. Hope you found a few winners here at Sandown. John Russell signing off, wishing you a very good afternoon.
John, thanks very much for being with us at Sandown.